All right, now we are going to be working with the adolescent, the 15 to 17-year-old, the issues of rebellion. And we have the opportunity to move from a rebellious or even a passive state and move into a reverent state. Now, a reverent state is when we're able to be present in our lives. And we are in that compassionate place that we work with in the 3 to 6-year-old. We're in that fluid place with the universe. But mostly, this is the stage where we have the opportunity to carve out that sense of self that enables us to allow, to be the energy, to claim our God essence. We begin to dissolve that separateness, that all or nothing, that you and me. Now this connects to a part of your soul where you were caught and you weren't able to speak your truth. Now, what I love about working with this stage of childhood is that when we really embrace our 15 to 17-year-old, we learn how to state what we really feel. We learn how to dance within our authentic self. But because we're new at it, it comes off as very tactless. So when you kind of speak your truth with a harshness, that's your inner adolescent. The inner adolescent always pulls us into our integrity, whether we act on it or not. And it pulls us back to a time in our soul where, again, we were either disempowered and passive, or we were fighting for our power. And we were rebellious, and perhaps we were caught in that. And our rebellion cost our lives, or our rebellion cost the lives of others. So you want to look at where you're not claiming your own individuality. You want to look at where you're not speaking your truth. And you want to look at the tension of either overreacting with that or being mute. So that's what we're going to work with today. Now, in the 7 points of consciousness material, again, you'll be given a musical instrument that will help you heal this. You'll be connected with the sixth chakra, the third eye, because that's where you open up to that intuition with your authentic self. You'll be introduced to certain aromas that assist your healing. And you'll be given in part A all of the information to begin to pull this thread. But use this sequence that we're going to do and this information to take this as far as you can take it. And if you can heal this, then continue on your journey. If you need help, contact me for that 15-minute assessment. All right, let's do the tapping. Come to the karate. Even though I do feel rebellious, and that part of me jumps on center stage, and I say things that I cannot believe came out of my mouth. Or on the other side, I have the thoughts, but remain mute. I want to step in to my soul's integrity, to be able to speak my truth with calm, to take my stand, but stay open, to say what I feel without force, but say it and stay centered in my heart. So even though I shout and yell and get volatile, or retreat and hide and impassive, I want to follow the threads of this experience back to the time in my soul where these reactions were met with severe consequences, traumatic consequences that now pulsate through time and space. sending that energetic blueprint that derails me in present time. All right, that's loaded. You may want to replay that one, but let's start the neutralization. All of this rebellion, this fear, can't speak my truth. Or when I do, I shout it. I blow the other person away. They don't hear me. I blast out of fear. Or I retreat because I'm afraid of being overpowered by another. I give up my truth and my anger that does not get spoken. Anger occurs when I feel violated, and I either go mute or I speak my truth. I want to heal this, to embrace this part of me, to follow that thread back to the times in my soul's history when I was unable to speak my truth. And instead, I acted out, went mute, got killed, got destroyed, traumatized, hurt in some way. I want to pull this thread now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, this is a tough one because this is where we don't speak our truth. And when we do, we blast it so the person doesn't hear it anyway. Or we just sit on it and then we feel bad about ourselves. So work with this. And again, if you need assistance, don't hesitate to call for that 15-minute assessment.